if you're doing something not right and exact, take your flag off. This is wisdom power. Wisdom power is God. And this is Cypher C truth. You know, I'm seeing it. You see why things is happening? Because you're not out there doing your job as a civilized person. I started my house first. I do my home circumference. My queen is in the house right now cooking, throwing down. She get up at what time? 6 in the morning? Throwing down. She go to laundry 5:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. She don't work no more because she's retired from the post office. 32 years. So what I do, I can't be in there with the wisdom. I stay on hours. So I go outside and start cleaning up. And I wind up taking the neighborhood. Just like Left Right City. That's my city. You understand? I'm getting ready to close that city, cut that block off. I got a wall called Wall of Fame. I got justice on the wall. I got a lot of leaders on the wall. Peace, Almighty God. I got a lot of people on the wall. Our job is to clean up this place and make this a better place for all children to live in. It's not justice. Justice is not what it says. Justice and peace. No, it's freedom, justice, and equality. They got it wrong. It's freedom, justice, and equality to all human families. I can't wait to get me a mic out there. I'm gonna go out there with, you know, I used to be on it. I can't wait, because you know what? They getting this platform ready for us. They talking about Black Lives Matter. Black life always matter. When a white man, a Caucasian man, he go back to the essence, you know what he turned back into? Black. He turned black. I used to work for a florist when I was 13 years old on Church and Nostrand, Harbell Flowers. And I used to deliver flowers to the funeral homes. And I see the Caucasian man turning black. You know what I mean? That blew my mind. But when I got into the knowledge of myself and know who I am, because I had a great father, great mother. That was my, what I call my birth parents, or my birth parents. It was my father of my physical composition. Allah was the father of my mind. He was my spiritual father. Because I was running around. I was going many places. When I was coming up, I went to every church in Brooklyn. I went to usher school. I went to Bible school. You understand? I was a junior Mason at 7. I used to march with the Masons, the Eastern Stars of Brooklyn Day. That was in the 60s. All churches, all nationalities got together for Brooklyn. And we used to march. And I'm the Temple Center. But anyway, I used to march with the Masons and Eastern Stars. And I learned when I was a junior Mason, they had Tom Thorn weddings, like a junior boy. So I said, wow, you know, when Miles hit me, I said, you know what? Since my grandson is God and my granddaughter's blessings, I've given a nickname. You understand what I'm saying? God and blessing, junior boy. You understand what I'm saying? Now, they dressed us up in tuxedos and gowns. I think that would be nice for our youth. You know what I mean? But the law left this package on us. We are the fathers of civilization. He was the father, but now we came to be the father because we are head of the household. This is the house, and this is the house of Jack built. And nobody's gonna take this from me, man. Because I have an army. I'm letting you all know I have an army. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm only here for Allah and his 5%. All this other stuff I hear, to me, you're flushing in the toilet. All that money y'all collecting in Allah's name, I don't need it. Wipe your butt with it. I'm a streetologist. What's wrong? Okay. I'm a streetologist. I get my money from the street. I can shake a pole and get me some money. I told you I worked on Wall Street. I worked on Park Avenue. I worked on Fifth Avenue. When I was 17, 18 years old, you know how old I am now? of God knowledge. This is what Islam has done for me. I don't eat no pork, I don't eat no swine, I don't eat no shrimps, I don't eat no lobsters, I don't eat no scavengers. And I watch how I water the earth. Because you can fall in the sucker hole. The earth is 618 tons, and you fall between one side, but she can pull you down. If you ain't got the power of God. See, everyone is not God. Y'all studying. Y'all learning to be God. You gotta be born God. I was deaf, dumb, and blind. I'm gonna tell you. I was eating that poison animal eating. I was a slave of a mental death and power. I didn't know my true and living in the oil seas world. I was a gangster. I used to stick up the whole store. When I needed some money, I go to whole store and get it. All the wrongdoers out there, I went and got it. Because I was a peacemaker. And I learned from the best. Sincere Sahid, University Shamgar, Shasha, Hashim, Black Messiah, A.Allah, B.Allah. Those were my boys, the father and son. I used to live with them. I used to push A.Allah to the parliament. We used to feed the whole round. We didn't ask nobody to give us no money. When you God and you the maker, you create everything you make, you create it. Like I'm creating I'm creating out there in Springfield Gardens. I went in the church, right? I wound up getting in the food program. I take the food and feed my family, my community, my nation. That's what I do. That's my motto. Me, my family, my nation, and my community. That's my motto. That's a 5%. 5% is a teacher. He's a savior. You understand what I'm saying? I always stay by the graveyard. Because somebody needs to be saved. When my cousin, I went out and buried my cousin the other week. And they know my grandmother and all my family told them that you think he's God. Don't say nothing to him because he's going to embarrass you. So they know I know the Bible. They know I know the Quran. I say, look at my mathematics. So I went to the church, and you know how they wait for this, they have to wait this damn time. You have to wait to be buried. They ain't gonna bury you right away. They ain't gonna bury you right away. There's a line to the graveyard. And you gotta have the money to get in the ground. If you ain't have no money like the Black Messiah, they put him in a policy field. Put my man in the policy field. That's why I say, is that reality? That's my man, reality. That's my buddy. We're gonna do a lot of things together with this buddy, because I love him. That's why when somebody go home, we don't know they go home because they don't have their honorable name, their righteous name, and their slave. That's why Umar said we need the 5 books for everybody to get a book of every birth. Every birth going to take care of their own birth. You're not going to pin on Mecca. You're not going to pin on the desert. You're not going to pin on Pilar. Everybody will support their own. Okay, is that him? But anyway, on my line, which is black. Now listen, every nation will support their own. I mean, every birth. We are the form of civilization, and it's time to not up. I told you, I couldn't live in Australia to pay for around the corner. I came to pay them for around the corner. And I found out that I'm waiting for it to blow over, because I'm taking over Umar. Umar told me what to do. Umar told me, we don't need no y'all. You understand what I'm saying? We don't need a y'all. Every time when I say something, I mean something. I'm not a lit professor. I'm the true and living God. And these ain't no dollar bills. See, I used to make $1,000 every 2 days. You know, I told you I'm a streetologist. And I make money. I love to make money. And Allah, he said, son, Allah said, son, he said, don't beg nobody. God don't beg nobody. You understand what I'm saying? My father told me when I was in South Carolina, he said, why you down here? You in New York. You can sit on the pole and shake a pole and get some money. Down here, you broke. But this is my spiritual father. He made this home for me. He repaired this for me. And I don't want you to be in no yard. Right? So I said, this brother right here, you know me, him, and God Supreme and Umar, try to keep, and my man, Prince, that's my man, Prince. My Prince, my Mizan Bizay. You got something to say? But anyway, we here to take the devil off the planet. And the devil is in you, because it was in me. But when I got the knowledge of self, I took the negative and I beat it with the positive. That's why I said take 13 years for the swine to get out your body. You know, so you have to fast. You got to read the ingredients. You go into the supermarket and say, watch what you eat, because this is war times. It's very easy to die, it's very hard to live. My man Umar, he laid his life down to close the school. I know y'all still want to come and do all what you want to do, but we got a serious matter out here. We got left life and death. And I don't want y'all, like Umar, he said he don't want it to spread to the family. He told me everything before he went home. He said he don't want it to go spread to the family. He said he's going to close it down because we don't want to get fined from the city of New York. Because when he that's considered school. But like I said, to me, that's the Law Museum. The Law Museum for him and his 5%. The brothers that was here and laid their life down, I'm their backup. I'm their backup. Sincere, Sahin, them my boys. I used to gamble with them guys. And I told you, I don't play with no dollar bills. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all get that right. Out there in Brownsville, they used to call me economics. But I told you I worked on Wall Street. You know, if you don't have a job, tell me and I'll tell you where to get a job. You understand what I'm saying? Because we don't believe in teachers of the temple center. You people walk around selling Allah down in the drain. Right now, we can have, when I give a joint, they can sell their things outside the joint. Don't make Allah Street like 125th Street. I used to be a merchant. I used to work on 14th Street. I worked in the garment district. But I remember time I brought some stuff to the parliament. You know what Shah said? No, what you doing here? Doing this. You know we don't be no teachers of the 10%. Now I can see a bus coming out of town from Asbury Park in Lakewood. The brothers and sisters don't have a flag, bet. Okay? All right, but don't do it around the school. I could do that myself. So that thing around the corner is $400. How much that? How much that? 400 to what? Once you get the note of that, let me know. We ain't gonna go through this stuff. Let me know, because you know who used to tell me? My man, I'm gonna show you his picture. His name is Father Sean. He used to tell me everything that was going on within the nation. Him and Umar. But I be traveling outside the earth. I be traveling. See this? Father Sean. I'm honoring this. I gotta drop some money. Father Sean. I'm asking for a lot of volunteers. I need volunteers. I'm gonna organize a pressure washer business. Okay? Like I was saying back in the days, Urban East Street Academy is a place where you come and get jobs. Now my aunt passed away, and I gotta clean out our apartment. I gotta get our apartment ready for somebody else. I got land in South Carolina. I bought me a house in South Carolina for $19,800. And I got 2 acres up behind my house. And my people that died in my family, I'm gonna buy their land now. You understand what I'm saying? So it don't go back to the bank. That's why it's very important. You're the firstborn in your nation. You're the righteous one that God sent to every nation, every family. You're not going to make it hard for your brothers, your sister, your mother, your uncles, your aunts. You're showing them that you got supreme knowledge, that you understand where they at. Because you're the Lord of all worlds. You're not a one-eyed jack. You're a Lord of all worlds. You understand what I'm saying? There's no one that's better and greater than you. Allah says good men, there's great men, but you the best. You understand what I'm saying? So anything we want, you know they can build the buildings and everything. How we do this? We have buses that come to us. Jersey, Philly, DC. Come on and see what we doing up here. You understand? We'll send a bus out there. How much a bus to get over here? We'll send a bus up here. Get the children out the street. Bring them here. And when we bring them here, we have food for them. Right? We have activities for them. This is too small for my nation. That's why I went out there and got a park. You ever been to Montebello Park in the Queens? You did. You on Springfield Avenue? You never seen that Montebello Park on Springfield Place? Yeah. Right behind Home Depot?
I'm right.
Over there by Murray?
I'm right.
Well, I got that whole park. There you go. Springfield Garden.
You got a Belmont Park down the block.
I'm talking about my park. But anyway, my landlord told me, say, you can't throw no garbage bags out there, like that. Bags that bring to the school. So they told me I'll get a fine because of sanitation. Fine. So Obama's wife, Michelle Obama, said when they go low, you go high. So you know what I did? I went up there and started cleaning up the park, and the park gave me bags. So the bags, I get, I take the bags and take it over into the park. Because I'm the park practitioner. You see what I'm saying? God told us that every inch, every square mile belongs to the original man. That means you gotta go out there and get yours, man. I'm gonna get mine. My knowledge is not maybe not good for your knowledge. I got something for you. My knowledge is not maybe that great to you. Because I was born in a certain time. I was born in equality years when we was at war with all nations. That brother could tell you, I worked in the East on Claver Place. And the East had all nations there. So I'm the UN of the United Nations of Black awareness. Muslims know me, Israelites know me, Black Panthers know me. Some know me as Rahim. Back in the days, my name was Rahim, but the Lord told me to change it because it was a Muslim name. So I changed the name. From I looked at Rahim and I seen freedom. See? And so I tell everybody, I'm here free to come from your mind. So if you got some dumb on your mind, come and see me. We'll go out to BBQs, we'll sit down and talk about it. You know what I mean? So the bottom line, what I'm telling you, I need volunteers. I need people that's gonna come out, ready to make some economics with me, help me get the fathers and the 5% museum straightened out. Because we're going to reduct, hey, this brother's doing a good job, this brother's doing a good job. I'm going to take them to Vegas. All the brothers that's doing good, helping me out, the rise of cream, because we got to bring in the children of the damned, the children of the damned, the children of the damned. They're the children of the damned, and they're going to want something from us. They're going to want, you can't wait for a mystery God to come out of the sky and grab golden chariot with 6 white horses and come on, let's go. They ain't waiting for that. If God wasn't here, it wouldn't be nothing. wouldn't be nothing. God is the true and living God. Because everything you see is alive. If it's dead, just like I said, a leaf, we know it's up there, we know it's going to fall, but we don't know when it's falling for. I heard of University of Shamgar's Queen went on. We're supposed to take up a collection for that brother. Point blank. The brothers and sisters go home, the brother's supposed to be in the front of the casket and at the foot of the casket. Nobody don't supposed to be messing with that, his last remains, with the soldiers of the nation. Okay? Soldiers of the nation. Brothers at the foot, brothers at the head. Sisters at the head, sisters at the foot. If you go into peace, if you go into Christianity, you see the Masons, Eastern Stars. They bury their dead. We got to turn around and bury out. You don't go in the funeral home or anybody establishment with your hat on. Allah said, take your hat off. Respect. Show you that you got divine culture. Don't walk around like you a savage. You thugging. I tell brothers, I used to make my own guns. Zip guns. Out of a toy gun. But the Lord told us to put the gun down. He said we have to save this planet. Because this planet gonna die. That's why he gave you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. He gave us understanding. Elijah came with the knowledge and wisdom. Allah came with pure understanding. He told us that the black man is God. You born with a rod of life to make life, male or female. That's why you God. Some brothers they didn't even bust a nut. They don't even know how it is to bust a nut. And you're putting a woman before God. Stop doing that. There's knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You don't put no woman in front of no God. No woman don't control nothing here. Get it right. You see, Allah have two sisters. He's standing in the picture. He had a sister on the right and a sister on the left. Them sisters is the Doom Squad. We have sisters on the Doom Squad too. That's my man. That's the sergeant of arms right there. We ain't had the brothers come and get you. The sisters come to get you. Allah said his daughters at your ass. That's why I asked you, did you know law? Did you know the 5%ers? Y'all going around and think y'all know Allah and there's 5%ers. There's 5%ers located everywhere. All in society now. You got brothers of police, brothers of sanitation, you got brothers park department. I ain't working in the park department. University Shamgar, they took all the guards and got the Navy Yard. Go to school to sign your name, you got a job. We had two schools in Medina. We had one on Flatbush, 91 Flatbush. Then we had another one on Monroe and Bethel, which is called Tri-Institute, right by across the street from the YMCA. I lived right down the street. So, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this, man. I really don't want to hear this. What I want to hear, that you ready to stand up, stand on your square, and take your way into it. This brother might need somebody to relieve him. This brother might need to relieve him. We can't trust nobody. We don't know you. We don't know you. We don't know what you're about. When I came to Nelson, we had a hot seat. You didn't understand mathematics, you've been in the seat. If you didn't understand that flag would have been taken away from you. If you didn't understand the science of the Kufi, we take your Kufi. Brothers wasn't going that. You ordered to take the devil off the planet, take him out yourself first. When the Lord got assassinated, the hour he got assassinated, he didn't want none of us to go with him. He knew he was going to take a bullet. He said the queen going to rise to the top. This day of time, the queen going to rise. And I don't need none of y'all. I get my grandchildren. My grandson God, my granddaughter Blessing, my son named Justice in the law, and my son named Hashi. He's a carpenter. He's going to his thing, but he's a carpenter. And also, he's a mechanic. I have a lot of qualifications in my nation alone. I heard Miles Law said one time, it only takes one to save this world. We got 85%, we got 10%, and 5%. And we got 100%ers. Who's 100%? You know what 100% is? Eli dropped that on me, Paul's son. He said, God, what is 100%? A person is not 85% or 10% or 5%. He's 100%. You understand what I'm saying? Allah gave a lot of people flags. All his buddy flags, you know. You know what I'm telling you, you was at the march. He gave them, you know what the law said? They will have to justify that son. Man, Lindsay, to me, the only flag I see was real was the one that Mayor Lindsay gave us. All the other ones is to make them what must first do. Right? You must begin grafting from the original. Melchizedek, he did a good job in 72. And y'all still walk around with him. But one thing I say about that brother, he wears the Muslim flag and the cross. You know, but he's true blue. I met his children out there left right. Maliki Shabazz. You know? Maliki Shabazz. I remember when the guards burned down his jewelry shop on Union and East New York Avenue, selling them flags. Knowledge God, I might have to send for them. I might have to send for Knowledge God while he's in California. He was a carpenter. But Allah told everybody that was around him that you'll prescribe, Lord, you'll do it. He gave up a assignment. I have an assignment. Find out the truth. He gave us all an assignment. And that's how you will be successful in this reality, by living out the truth of Allah. Allah said just deal with the truth. Teach the people and show them the truth. The black man is God. Any life, any form that came from the black man is a devil.
Who here does not want to be a winner? If you don't want to be a winner, step forward.
He said, so how you kill devil? With thinking yourself, that man in the mirror.
You don't want to be elite. Right? It's not elite. You don't want to be
Man in the mirror.
elite. Step forward.
I remember telling the brother was sick one time. I wanted to come and reach him one time. You remember in the hospital? And I called you and I said, brother, you all right? I want to make sure you all right. See, that's why it's important, Prince. I want you to 5 books. Every barrel. Every barrel, that was the last of Umar. He said every barrel will support themselves. If you do something in Medina, your name will go in that Medina. If you do something in Pilon, it goes in that book in Pilon. If you do something in Desert, it goes in that book. Ain't nobody gonna keep on taking no money. You ain't got nothing, recording for it. Do it in your own barrel. When they have a bus ride for Pilon, it go in their barrel. If they have it in Medina, it go in their barrel. So when they come to the Universal Parliament, we ain't be talking about economics. It's what you're doing in your barrel. Because Allah was talking about saving New York City. Now you hear everybody's talking. Everybody's talking about it. New York is a ghost town. That's what you make with presidents. And he scammed the whole USA. That man wasn't trying to be president. He was a con artist. I used to see Trump at the fights. He liked to fill on the girls. He liked to let the girls urinate in his face. I know about Trump. You know what I mean? He was the type of dude that was a marketer. He liked to deal with marketers. But he ran out of money. He's like in the casino running out of chips. He don't think about nothing about society, and I'm not gonna let nobody. That man that died, he didn't get shot in the vein. He got shot for a common cause. Allah got shot for a common cause. And all y'all held responsible. Because y'all say y'all God.
Everybody hands up.
But what you gonna do, God?
You okay?
I live out there in Springfield Gardens. You wanna take my number down?
Your right hand.
I always throw the flag up for my man,
Come on, Kate. Come on, Kate. Everybody.
my man Father Sean.
Look, bend to the knee.
His wife, any brothers that got flags and wanna put on the fence, that's how we're gonna do it. Every brothers that got a flag, that they want to put the brothers on the flag on my fence,
Right.
I do it on Knowledge Bone. Knowledge Bone, I have the memories of Father Sean and all other brothers that came from the desert. So we have to start,
Elbows in.
we have to start
All the doors to your house.
doing what we have to do.
So Ronnie's gonna go around.
And like I said about that, Allah Museum and his 5%ers, don't let me have to go and get the Mexicans from Home Depot to clean out that basement.
Good. Hands up.
Let them gut that. Because God don't supposed to do nothing over there. He's supposed to make that money and let the people do it. I know I'm 71. I'm not, I told you I got money. I'm not talking about no liquor. I said right now, nothing like that. The buck stop here. If they want to sell some stuff, and look, did a good job. I heard about it. I heard about the store. It's closed down.
They say that defense. They say that
Where?
defense. What?
Door's open.
Okay. That brother that was in the store and he had to get his things out,
Defense and fight. So we're gonna work on
that store is a store for the nation. A lot of brothers are doing a lot of things in the name of God. The brother that went home, he gave me what to do with that store too. That's why I said, when the buses come in town, we have a store for them.
defense with what?
We have food for them. This is what we lost.
Who heard what I said?
The range drop.
And feed everybody.
Defense with what? Okay, why
You understand what I'm saying? I was gonna come and bring some food back. Let me start getting my stuff back in order.
all that?
You know what I mean? Enough is enough. So, but that bottom line is,
Who wants to be a winner? Who wants to be elite?
everybody gonna make some economics.
All right.
Okay, like I said, I want to get a pressure washer business.
Go through the
I'm
drop.
gonna have a bus ride from New York to Florida.
So,
I'm in the West Gate. I got timeshares. I'm doing family unions. I'm waiting for everything to go. The only thing I'm doing is say, this brother's doing a brilliant job. He ain't forgetting about the brothers that put it, and sisters, they put their ties in there. He writing my plates. He doing the plates for me.
our body is our
So
house,
he did
right?
a lot of things. But like I said, brothers be going in that school, Law Museum, and taking pictures off the wall. The penalty behind that. That's why I don't want no brothers from the store to go over there to Allah's museum.
So, if I want to block,
I'm gonna have, when the buses come in town, they come in the museum. If y'all still want to do that over there with some merchants and stuff like that, that could be our driveway.
block here,
Okay? That could be our driveway for the buses from Asbury Park, Lakewood, and DC, and all the different places to show where Allah and his 5% came from. Museum. Prince got a museum, Muhammad Ali got a museum. Our spiritual father, that's his museum. You know? So I'm looking for us to unite together as one common cause. I don't work no more. I worked all over New York City. And my name is God, Freedom Allah. Years ago they called me the nation cook. Because I used to feed the whole rally. I used to steal food from different organizations and bring it to here. I used to rob the refrigerators and everything to bring it here. Anything I see the nation need, like the wheelbarrow, stole out. In that pool there we had fishes. I brought a pump to clean that out. When that roof needed to be done, I gave Colleen $500 on that. When the lights went out and Equality Building destroyed, me and Elsa on the balcony put the lights on. So when it comes down this is our responsibility. It's not just one person. Allah was the Adam, and we are part of the Adam. is Allah. So I'm here to represent Allah and his 5%ers because that's who brought me into the knowledge of myself. And all I got is their memories. That's all I got is their memories. And their memories live forever. When I heard about my man Umala, it hurt him. But when I needed some information, I could call Mecca and Umala tell me what's going on. If he needed any kind of economics, he said, "Free, we need this." He give me the information, and I make sure the school have it. Because this is all our responsibility. Duma, he said, "You want your name on it? Well, understand the power. Put your name in the star. On the ball, power side. Duma, this is Duma creation. Everyone should buy a star. Everybody should buy a ball. That put money and give it to that brother. Give it to that brother, Prince. Prince gonna be in charge. I don't trust nobody but Prince.
I said that, but I mean it.
I don't say something too much all the time. There's a lot of things in my mind that's not for everybody. I'm the FOI and the FOA. I'm the fruit of Islam and the fruit of Allah. So Islam is my way of life. It's not a religion. It's a way of life. And I have many women. I don't like to speak around nobody women because they get the wrong interpretation. I don't know how they've been taught. The law said have many women you can. You like the Indian chief said, have many squaws. You can. But don't run the next one and don't take care of that. Take care of the first one before you go to the second one and the third one. Look at your action facts. Mercury is 36 million miles. Venus is 67. Earth is 93 million miles. You keep them miles from each other. A woman gonna have one baby a year. You understand what I'm saying, God? See, this is a universe. We still gathering together and we speaking for the world. We are looking for the lower class, the middle class, and the high class. We want to know who's in our seat, who's sitting in our seat in society. That's why it's very important to go out there and vote and get involved with the people that's doing that. I usually hire around about 25 people to work with me on the polls. You get $150 a day. That's what they call campaign money. When they come in, okay, you get like me now. I see you doing it.
He eat, but you know,
be cool, be cool. They tell y'all cut me off, be cool.
never that.
Be cool. So let me tell you something. We have a job to do. And our job is to take back our planet. The first chance we get. And the only time we're going to get together, and the only time we're going to see Allah, is to unite together. In Swahili, in Swahili, in Arabic, I mean, not Arabic, in African language, we say Harambe. Harambe means pulling together. That's what we say. Harambe, Harambe, Harambe. That means pulling together. Yeah, they call me Uru Sasa Ujama. I have many names. You know, I have many names. Like in the African tongue, I go around to African nations. They know me as Uru Sasa Ujama. That means freedom now into Swahili. Freedom now, not tomorrow. In 2009.
Freedom makes them all
In 2009, that means see you later. So I know about different languages because of the 5%. And I have to teach freedom, justice, and equality to all human families on the planet Earth. I don't want to hurt your feelings because you speak a different language than me. But my language made your language. My language is the father of all languages. But mathematics is the maker of all languages. You see? So, we don't embarrass nobody. When a brother get on this platform, let the brother speak. Don't stop him. It's not in your not in your position to stop anybody. But this is the law of 360 degrees of God's world's matter. This land is blessed. This is holy ground. It says, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. So if you don't have no clean heart, how can you see God? Huh? How long it take to make the devil? I get on my grandchildren saying, what you say about that matter? What you say? Oh, cipher, see the truth. Wisdom, power, wisdom, cipher, wisdom, cipher. I get on their butt every day. I'm going to show you my children in a minute. My grandson, he disappeared. My grandson out there, God bless us. I'm on their butt every day. They get out there with me in the park. They know about their community. They know about their family. They know about themselves. Don't get in there trying to judge somebody. Judge yourself before you judge anybody else. You're not here to judge nobody. You here to get the knowledge of what?
We're a little bit delayed, but I want to welcome everyone to our Universal Park. I'm God Divine Prince of Law, right? And I'm honored. We are honored. We who are in charge of Law School of Mecca, right? Are honored that you saw fit to come out today. It's not the best of conditions, but as always, we intend to make sure that come rain or shine, hell or high water, there'll always be a parliament. Now, you see what's happening today, that we are outside, and the weather is not conducive for us to be, but we're out here. And I just want to make knowledge born that for the last couple of months, because we knew this would be coming, we've been doing our best to find us another venue, right, for us to hold our Universal Parliament, right, because Harriet Tubman and other venues around that were open before, they're no longer open because of COVID-19, because of this epidemic that's going on in the city of New York. But this does not mean that we have not been focused on striving, man, to get us accommodation. As I'm speaking right now for the past week, the district manager of Community Board 10, which governs Harlem, right? His name is Shatik Mitchell. He's been working with us to find a venue in Harlem. He's not had success yet, simply because when I was there, he asked us exactly how many people participated at our parliament. We gave a number of at least 100. Well, there are very few venues that are willing to accommodate that number. But Assemblywoman Inez Jenkins, I was contacted the day before. She's been working very hard to try to find us a venue. One of those venues that she's looking for is through the Jenny Farrell Community Center that's in Riverbank Park. That's off 145th Street and Riverside Drive, right? She's still working on that, all right? But rest assured that sooner or later we will have the venue, because the 5%, we have a good name in the city. And there are people of a political nature on the social and community board levels that are willing to help us and do what they can. But right now, everything within New York City, is locked down, and they're worried to death about this pandemic reaching having another surge or what have you. But to highlight that, we're also in the business, right? You see where we're sitting now? Our vision for our land is, man, to have our own on this land. This is our land, right? So, we've already been getting contractors, getting estimates for them to excavate this land, so we can place either a building or a permanent tent up here, so that we can have our parliament and not have to take the money that we've been using for other venues. All right?